E aí, galera do YouTube, tudo bom? Aqui tá tudo bom também. Estamos de volta aqui com The Witcher 2, Assassin of Kings. A gente está caminhando para o fim e nós temos que salvar as crianças do Foltest junto com o Roche. Mas antes de prosseguir, curta, comente, compartilhe com seus amigos e se inscreva no canal aí para me ajudar. Vamos nessa! Cadê o Roche? 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 Roche? Tá aqui? Roche? Barbarian. Meu Deus. Coronavirus. Take care. Mano, cadê o Vernon Roche? Ô Vernon Roche, cadê tu, mano? Será pra estar aqui, velho? Tem um buraco do lado esquerdo que dá acesso aos esgotos. Eu tenho que entrar aqui. Eu tenho que entrar aqui. Eu tenho. Cadê o buraco? É aqui, né, mano? Não, não é aqui não. Não é aqui não, não é aqui não. Aqui caiu. Pera, o esgoto. O esgoto é ali, ó. Era pra ser ali, né? Agora é aqui, então.
Crow.
Vernon Roche. Sim.
Let's do this.
Deathmold is a dead man.
I'm guessing you don't have a plan.
In fact, I do. We need to kill Deathmold and rescue the royal child.
You
Beleza.
never did like playing it by ear.
I learned from the best.
Vamos.
See that? Deathmold's put up that magic barrier again. Apparently not a single sound seeps through.
I dread to think what he's doing inside.
Why are
Abre
you
a porta
here?
aí, mano.
We have business with Deathmold.
The sorcerer is busy. No one's to disturb him.
Recognize me?
Should we?
Of course you should, unless you don't care about being promoted.
Who are you?
Now!
Yeah, motherfucker. Modrefoques. Vamos.
This is my banquet. I don't want any unwanted guests. Quickly up!
Ó o rocão, ó. Nossa! Nossa, mano, olha o Vernon, velho. Olha, velho. Nossa. Nossa. Mano, esse cara luta muito, velho. Esse cara luta muito, mano.
The low road's yours. I'll take the walls.
Vem, 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 vem. Arde, 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 arde. Ardeu.
Unit 2, block the passage.
Block the
Hang on.
passage.
I've nearly unblocked it. I killed them all.
Vem, vem, só vem, só vem. Ó, ó, ó. Ó, comeu a arde, eu te mato, meu filho. Comeu a arde, eu te mato, meu filho. Vocês são tudo uns Zé Ruelas. Tá fechado.
Ready, Geralt.
Hurry up! Then
Over here, you cunts! You're dead meat!
Vem aqui, vem cá, vem cá. Deixa eu acertar vocês, mano. Deixa eu acertar aqui, mano. Deixa eu acertar aí, mano. Na moral, na moral, na moral, na moral, na moral, na moral. Aí. Vários saquinhos aqui pra mim, velho. Mas não quero. Eu quero matar todo mundo. Vai, 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 vai. Vai! Yeah!
Man your positions, you whore sons!
I've got a crossbow, Geralt. Lead them to me. We're doing well, Geralt.
Que dó. É pra ir aqui, mano? Não dá, ele derrubou o bagulho ali pra eu não entrar, filha da puta. Eu tô aqui, mano, ó, eu vou dar a volta, otário.
Get him!
Vernon, watch out.
Wall's clear. I'm coming over to you.
Ai, que dó. Vai tentar me matar com esse foguinho paia, filho. Se liga, mano. Aqui é o rei do Igni, mano. Aqui não queima. Eu não queimo. Eu não queimo, meu filho. Se liga, amor. Olha lá, outro lá, olha lá. Olha lá, outro ali. Vai pra cima ali. Mira pra cima.
Say your prayer!
Derrote o aprendiz. Pronto, derrotei. Otário. E aí, seu otário. Toma essa, otário. Cadê o seu dinheiro? Não deu nada? Eu te derrotei e você não me deu nada. Que filho da mãe, mano. Vamos lá pegar o Deathbolt. Vamos botar fogo nisso aí, mano.
There is one crime that all civilizations consider irredeemable and unforgivable. Regicide. Transgression of laws both human and divine. A blow to the vital organs of society. That is why those in power create bloody havoc and wallow in it. They are never punished. Not subject to moral judgments, they stand above the law. Henselt's blood now stains Roche's hands and mine. I could have stopped him, but I didn't want to. Now Henselt is a cold corpse, and the blue stripes in the world beyond are laughing.
O Deathmold é gay, eu sabia! Seu boião, eu sabia que você era do Vale. Eu sabia que você era do Vale. Eu sabia que era lá do Vale, mano.
Honestly, if he grows to be another Vizimir, I hope he ends up like the first. And those robes of his, did you see? All right, there's time for one more. Hats off.
Eita! Uhul! Oh.
You've broken my arm! You've broken my arm! Do you know it's worth, you son of a bitch?
Now it's worth shit like the rest of you.
What do you want? I'll give you anything.
You can't give back what you took from me. Cutting off your balls and slitting your throat will have to do.
No!
You reap what you sow.
Yeah, motherfucker. Se fudeu, se fudeu, se fudeu, se fudeu.
Time to free Foltest's daughter.
Ah, que bonitinho, que coisa fofinha. Ele tem um cofre. Cadê?
Have mercy! He forced me!
Eu sei que ele te forçou. Ninguém teria coragem de transar com um cara feio daquele, mano.
Are you
Tô
all
ligado.
right? I am Vernon Roche of Temeria. This is Witcher Geralt.
She's terrified.
If Deathmold touched her, I'll kill the son of a bitch all over again.
What'll you do with the child, Vernon?
I made an arrangement with Radovid, and Vernon Roche always keeps to his word.
Kings only keep their promises when it suits them.
We saw him together. You heard what he said.
You didn't have Anais then. Now you do. Take a minute, consider your options.
I'm a soldier, not a diplomat.
Well, you need to start thinking like a diplomat. You're about to decide Temeria's future. What would Radovid gain by allowing Temeria to remain independent?
He'll marry Anais and unite the two kingdoms.
Anais is not of age.
But she will be. The kingdoms united could even resist Nilfgaard.
Anais won't don the crown anytime soon. A lot could happen in the meantime. A lot could change.
True enough, but you can't predict everything.
Still, it might be worth trying. What else could you do?
Nothing. I either break my pledge to Radovid or honor it.
Suppose you break it.
I'll make another enemy.
Enemies are something you can handle, you said so yourself. The Temerian delegation is in Loch Muin. Maybe we should consider handing the child over to them.
John Natalis. Good soldier, poor politician.
Natalis may not be the most polished diplomat, but both your grandmothers tilled the same soil. Your grandfathers fought side by side.
By taking the child to John Natalis, I'll spark a civil war. The barons won't acknowledge her right to the throne until they feel a boot on their neck.
I don't claim giving her to the Temerians will solve all your problems. But freedom's precious, Vernon. One of those things you don't appreciate until it's gone. Considered what they'll say in Temeria when they hear Vernon Roche handed their crown princess to the head of a foreign state?
If Radovid keeps to his word, they just might name a holiday after me.
Careful, Vernon. It's a slippery slope. You could easily be branded a traitor, and brands are tough to scrub off.
I guess you're right. Dishonored I'll be no one. Not in Temeria, not anywhere else. Natalis it is. Come, child. I'll take you to a safe place.
É... Pelo que eu tô vendo aqui, acho que o Deathmold era apaixonado pelo rei Henselt.
Looks like someone's provided an escort.
In the name of King Radovid, we demand that you hand over the child of Louisa La Valette.
We're headed elsewhere.
Not my concern. My orders are clear.
We are not Radovid's subjects. His orders don't apply to us.
If you won't come peacefully...
Look around before you threaten us again, you fool. Hide in the building.
So, to the Temerian camp?
We've lost a lot of time. The talks have probably begun. Come, child. At least that scumbag is no longer among the living.
Only I know who killed Henselt. Deathmold's different. Remember, he had many powerful friends.
As head of the Special Forces, I've always had powerful foes. Somehow, I managed to deal with them.
You never know how the Temerians will receive Anais.
She's of royal blood. That should be enough. Where are you going, Geralt? Come back!
Ah, desculpe.
Many in Temeria believe the bloodline ended with Foltest.
What are you trying to tell me?
That some of your countrymen may already see themselves as the founders of a new dynasty.
If you want to find me, I'll be at the talks.
See you, Vernon.
Renounce magic, I tell you!
Oh, não é aqui?
Witcher Geralt. We meet again. Who would have known? I thought cats always landed on four paws, but I see wolves sometimes do as well. I trust you have not come to demand my surrender again.
I've come to find the Kingslayer.
And once again don the robes of a hero? Enjoy the fame?
I don't know about robes, Arian, but something along those lines.
Well, as much as I detested Foltest, Temeria now trembles in its foundations, and I sincerely hope Natalis succeeds in salvaging it. Otherwise, the barons will tear the country into bits.
The last time we saw each other, you had locked yourself in a cellar full of oil that you had set on fire.
I grew up wandering the nooks and corners of that fortress, Witcher. I know passages even the mice have not heard of.
For a long time, a lot of people thought you were dead.
Well, that would make two of us, am I right?
I spoke to Radovid.
I take it you know what has happened to Anais, then?
Why Radovid?
My sister, the blood to which Temeria's throne belongs, has been spirited away. Of those here, only he is mad enough to use force to recover her.
Radovid rules Redania.
Don't take me for an idiot, Witcher. I know well that in this world nothing comes free. If my sister can be saved only if she passes to Redania, I'll not hesitate.
Shouldn't you be in Vizima? I heard things got a bit chaotic after Foltest died. It might be a good time to try your luck, especially if you've got royal blood in the family.
Clearly you do not understand what will happen here, Geralt. The re-establishing of the Council and Conclave is but a pretext. The North's most important rulers have come here not to reconstruct some assembly of mages, but to seal the balance of power and establish spheres of influence. Only fools and cowards have remained at home.
Poxa, que legal encontrar ele, mano. Da hora, velho.
So, even the Nilfgaardians
Oi,
have graced us with
Dedê.
their presence.
Você tá boa?
This will be a great moment. Ready?
Ready.
Let's get this done.
Let's get this done, bitch.
Temeria is internally divided. As Constable of Temeria, I'm in no position to speak for the whole country regarding the Council and the Conclave. I am honored to speak on Temeria's behalf before this esteemed body. But I'm only the Constable. I cannot be sure some Baron won't cancel my signature in a week.
What's your point, Constable?
I lack my country's support regarding the Council and the Conclave. Neither do I intend to seek the crown, for I've lesser blood in my veins. And as a soldier, I know my place in the ranks. In recent weeks, we have deliberated extensively in Vizima on who is to succeed to the Temerian throne. Because the fate of Foltest's last child remains unknown, we could not reach an agreement. Unable to reconcile the interests of the esteemed Temerian houses, we have no choice but to divide the country into provinces along the barony's current borders. Noble attendees, I ask you to forget the words I uttered mere moments ago. Behold, Anais la Valette. Royal blood courses through her veins. She is the rightful heir to the Temerian throne.
This child is a bastard.
The girl will go to Vizima, where she will be presented to the nobility. She is yet too young to rule, but our laws of succession make provision for such cases.
Do you think the child will ever sit on the Temerian throne?
Natalis won't let her be harmed. We did all we could.
To the matter at hand. The document describing the charter of the Council and the Conclave is, as previously ascertained, an exact copy of the charter found in the ruins on Thanet Island. The more important question relates to the Conclave and its power to designate royal advisors. Today, randomly chosen mages and sorceresses reside at many courts. However, in the time of the previous Conclave, such persons were carefully chosen.
Why shouldn't we pick our own advisors?
These individuals bear great responsibility, Your Majesty. The Conclave needs to be certain they are competent.
And that they will keep the Conclave's interests in mind.
Obviously, sire. The Conclave's chief interest is the well-being and prosperity of the Northern Kingdoms. The document has been signed by every member of the Conclave we have proposed, as well as by all but one of the designated advisors. We await only Sheila de Tansarville's signature.
Without our royal seals, you should be allowed to designate advisors to cowherds at most.
That is true, Your Majesty.
My kings, before you sign this document, please hear me out.
Excellency, with all due respect, this matter does not concern Nilfgaard in the least.
I am here at King Henselt's bidding. Will you deny my right to speak?
O Leto!
What is the meaning of this?
This man tried to kill me this morning. He attempted to take an Imperial envoy's life in your lands.
I presume he was interrogated.
He confessed. Foltest and Demiven died by his hand. He also revealed the identity of his employers.
Sorceresses. They helped me with my assassinations. Speak on. The Lodge of Sorceresses sought to remove those rulers who acted against the will of mages.
Lodge of Sorceresses?
We have compiled a list. Philippa Eilhart, Margarita Loantil, Triss Merigold, Kira Metz, Francesca Findaber, Ida Emin, and finally, Sheila de Tansarville. To my deepest regret, 2 Nilfgaardian sorceresses, Siravar Anahid and Fringa de Vigo, were also members. The Emperor will deal with them accordingly.
Your Majesty, what's the meaning of this?
Arrest them all. Your document will have to wait, Honorable Sorceress.
You have no right.
Surrender now if you don't want another massacre, this time in Loch Muin. A court of law will reveal the traitors.
Geralt, we cut off! I can't get through! Sheila! You must get Sheila!
Turn back while you can, Witcher.
No.
You can't stop me. Not you, not anyone else. If I have to, I will kill you.
Pode tentar, amor.
How do you like my dragon?
Synthesis. Todo mundo sabe que é a Saskia. Não preciso nem falar, né? O nome original da Saskia é Synthesis.
You're late. I've already managed to stabilize the portal.
You've got nowhere to run. Sooner or later, somebody will find you.
I prefer to leave on my own terms.
Ish.
Where's Letho?
Synthesis will tend to him. As she will to all the fools who get a hard on with the mere thought of burning a sorceress at the stake.
Where is he?
I don't know, fool. I've been looking for him since Foltest's assassination. Letho cheated all of us. We were deceived by his dull face and sluggish stare. Don't you understand? The Lodge sought a way to get rid of Demavend, that's true. He was a weak, volatile king. Edirn would eventually choke to death under his rule. We chose the lesser evil. He had to be eliminated, and Letho happened to be at hand.
Foltest? Henselt?
We had nothing to do with that. After assassinating Demavend, Letho used our gold and magical support to find and meet Yorve. The elf was to help him hide until the matter blew over, or so I thought. The Lodge did not condemn Foltest to die.
Then who did?
Nilfgaard. Letho is the king of liars and emperor of traitors. From the start, he worked for the glory of the great sun and the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes. He lied to everyone. Me, Yorve, your stupid little Triss, and you.
Got any evidence?
A moment ago, I received a message from the Lodge's agent in Sintra. The Imperial Army is on the move. They're fording the Yaruga now. Do you think the North can defend itself in the current situation? And can you count on another miracle at Brenna?
I don't know, but you made it all possible and you'll answer for that. The stigma of treason is yours for all time.
We shall see. For no one will leave this city alive. No one will tell this story. Philippa controls the dragon. As soon as I disappear, it will turn the city into a flaming tomb.
The dragon attacked Foltest's troops during the siege of Lavalette Castle. That hardly supports your tale.
We did not control it then. We may have lost a battle, but the war is just beginning. You, however, shall not take part in it. This is your end, Witcher.
Farewell! Something's not right. The diamond! Someone replace the diamond! This one's flawed! I'll be torn to bits! Geralt, remove it!
Onde tá?
You waited long enough. Should you survive, go south to Nilfgaard, where you'll find Yennefer of Vengerberg. Farewell, Witcher.
Ah! Oi, ainda bem que eu não matei. Senão ela não ia dar a pista da Yennefer. Eu não quero matar. Vai embora. Dragão, para, dragão. Eu quero matar você. Eu sei quem você é. Pra quem não sabe, gente, o dragão é a Saskia. Tá? O dragão é a Saskia. Vocês lembram da Saskia? Então ela é o dragão, mano. Ela é tipo Daenerys, tá ligado? Eu não quero matar ela, mano. Porque ela é legal. Ela é da hora. Então eu vou poupar ela nos momentos finais dela, tá ligado? das bruxas. Caraca, velho. Por que essa coisa toda? Tô matando empalado, velho. Esse feiticeiro. Putz. Caraca, velho. Meu Deus.
Your handiwork, sire.
Falei que era o Radovich, filho da puta.
In the beginning, there was chaos.
Epílogo. Eu vou fazer já o epílogo, a gente já vai terminar já essa patifaria, porque só tem mais 2 minutos de jogo só.
How did it go with the dragon?
It had a hard landing, impaled on a tree. But it's still alive. I don't kill dragons.
The sorceresses could still use it.
Roche, it may be one of the last living dragons. I can't simply slaughter it.
All right, it's simple then. We need to get rid of Philippa.
I'll leave you the honor.
We'll get them, Witcher. The sorceresses have it coming. Radovid and the other kings already ordered firewood to be gathered for the pyres.
What about the council and the conclave?
I'd sooner expect the proclamation of an inquisitorial synod.
Not all sorceresses deserve the stake.
You can't make an omelette.
Without breaking some eggs, I know. How is the future Queen of Temeria?
She's safe. She's even started to speak. Old Natalis tried to give her a doll. Know what she said?
How would I?
That she wants no more toys. She wants a sword. And to learn how to fight. She wants to avenge her father's death.
What did you do?
Gave her my special forces dagger. I'll teach her to defend herself. Natalis will teach her the art of war. She'll be a good queen. I can feel it.
What about Letho? Did you capture him?
Not entirely.
Meaning?
Letho awaits you in the former Temerian camp. He sent a messenger.
Let's go. Tell me what happened here on the way.
Pillage, rape, murder. Not necessarily in that order.
Who on whom?
The kings let their troops loose. They were supposed to deal with just the treacherous sorceresses, but they quickly decided every mage was a traitor. The soldiers vastly outnumbered the mages, who could do nothing with the magical blockade still in place throughout the city. When the rulers left the city surrounded by their armored cordons, soldiers in loose mobs went on a mage hunt. Most of the noted and powerful managed to flee. The others were hounded to death.
Calm down. I want to help.
Their eyes need to be opened. They must see.
They're dead.
I am too. But I opened my eyes and saw...
What did you see?
Peace Summit. Peace Summit. Peace Summit.
The world's gone mad.
Let's get out of here.
Nossa, tadinha, ela tá... Ela tá delirando por causa de ter visto tanta morte, tá ligado? Coitada.
Stop. I heard something.
Quem vai
There
morrer?
he
Quem
is!
vai morrer?
Radovid wants his head!
Oh. Pobre Radovid. Ele que vem me pegar então. Otário.
What about the Nilfgaardians? That's no rumor.
Nossa, olha de corpo, velho. Meu Radovid, cara. Que filha da puta. Olha ali, mano. Nossa, mano. Cretino da porra. Triss!
Letho.
Triss.
All right. Let's end this.
No, Roche. I'm going alone.
Why, Geralt?
Take care of Triss. Wait for me at the city gate. If I'm not back within the hour, leave without me.
But...
Just do it, Roche. Please. I need to deal with this alone. Are you all right?
Yes. He saved me from the Nilfgaardians, and defended me from the troops.
Time to end this. Roche is waiting. I'll join you soon.
Geralt, he knows a lot.
I know, Triss. That's why we need to talk.
Don't get killed, Witcher.
I won't.
Vamos lá.
Took you a while?
Is that bauble from Sheila's megascope?
Mm-hmm. My final prank. I switched the diamonds. The one in the megascope has a flaw. Minute. But just large enough to warp the teleport. The Emperor's magic theorists assured me the effect would be spectacular.
I let her escape.
You're heartless. You've no idea what the Royal Witch Hunters have in store for her. A lot of pain for a long time.
I don't doubt it. So, ready to lay your cards out on the table?
No matter the game, there comes a point when all the players need to show their cards. I love that moment. But first... vodka.
I suppose my throat's a little dry.
In that case, let's drink to old friendships. Recovered your memory yet?
Not entirely.
Remember how we first met?
Yeah, I saved your life. Couldn't think of a nicer way to pay me back?
Frankly, I couldn't. I mean, taking care of another man's woman, Yennefer. I can't fathom what you saw in her, but I suppose there's no accounting for taste.
The winter solstice, 1270. Midinvern, the night of magic. Letho wasn't lying, the hunt had stopped. At the Hanged Man's Tree, the spectral riders selected from among those they had taken. Yennefer was among them. A wraith cannot be killed, only driven away. Every Witcher knows that. Yet the riders fell beneath the blows of our Witcher's blades. Crimson blood flowed from under their dead men's armor. We could not kill them all. They were simply too many. A stalemate. He was different from all other elves. There was no shame in his gaze. He had never suffered persecution. He had endured no massacres. Humans had not taken his land. This elf was not of this world. He was an invader. We struck a deal. My soul for that of Yennefer. He agreed without hesitation.
Back with me, friend. Got the feeling you left for a minute.
Memories. I remember the Hanged Man's Tree and the Wild Hunt. I remember the exchange. Me for Yennefer.
So, cards out on the table. Unless you chase me all that way just to kill me.
I'm done talking. Let's finish this.
Wanna fight?
Any vodka left in that bottle?
A swig apiece. Here. The Imperial army is probably crossing the Yaruga as we speak. Pure pandemonium will ensue. The North's finished. Time to go south, where the good life awaits.
You're a fool, Letho. Both you and your Emperor are forgetting one thing. Misfortune brings people together. Very shortly, the North could be united like never before, thanks to you. But that's just not my concern anymore.
I'm not your foe. I never was. Let me walk away and I will. You'll never see me again. Force me to fight, and this time I'll kill you.
No.
I've learned all I wanted to know. I can feel the memories coming back. Your death won't change a thing. Go where you will.
Just like that. No threats. No words of wisdom.
Are you going or not?
Farewell, Geralt.
Eu não vou matar ele, sabe por quê? Porque matar os reis não foi ideia dele, foi ideia de Nilfgaard. E ele, no passado, protegeu eu e a Yennefer contra o ataque de uns monstros, e ele também me ajuda a ir atrás da caçada selvagem que tá querendo capturar a Ciri, mano. Eu não vou matar ele. Uma joaninha.
The Witcher had traveled far and wide in search of the Kingslayers. In Flotsam, he slew Bernard Laredo, but few mourned for the Commandant. Flotsam remained Temerian, while command of the garrison and town went to a Vizima noble, a sworn enemy of Kedwen and an avid angler. To this day, folk gather round bonfires in Lobenden to hear of the Witcher's deeds. The Witcher witnessed a great Kedweni victory in Edirn. At Vergen, Henselt's army crushed Saskia the Dragonslayer's motley force, ending the springtime of races. Soldiers of the Unicorn swarmed over the Pontar Valley. As it had before, powerful Kedwen swallowed Upper Edirn whole. Yet subsequent events would render Henselt's triumph short-lived. With Foltest slain, Temeria's barons began to vie for the throne. Many dreamt of donning the crown, yet none could assemble the allies required to snatch it. The kingdom's last hope, as it teetered at the edge of civil war, lay in little Anais. Natalis was named regent and ruled the land, yet the girl was the living symbol of the realm's salvaged unity. A tempest descended on the north, at least partly the work of manipulative mages. It seemed the turmoil in Temeria, Edirne, and Kedwen would benefit them most. Common folk turned against sorceresses and all magic freaks, witchers included. Castles that had hitherto welcomed mavens of the magic arts now shut their gates to any who sought shelter there. A witch hunt ensued.
É por causa que a loja fez
It was
caquinha,
a
né?
time of great uncertainty, of rape accomplished by royal decree. Yet as troubled as the day seemed, we, who had in some way shaped the world's fate, finally received some respite. Zoltan resumed the quest for his beloved's hand, and I laid my head in a lapse of the muses.
É,
Who could have known this
Dandelion.
tempest which had ravaged the north was but a harbinger of darker days, and the preamble to an entirely new tale of Geralt de Rivia.
Ah, Dandelion, você é fogo! É isso aí, galera! Isso aí, mano! Acabou, velho. Acabou! Olha lá os soldados do Radovid, mano. Nossa, que dó. Chucaram todo o cara, velho. Custava desviar dele? Meu Deus, a aldeia do cara, velho. Nossa, mano, Radovid, filho da puta, mano. Olha, destruiu tudo. Oi? Nossa, mano, pegaram a Temeria e Redania. Nossa, mano. Meu Deus. Caraca. Eita, é isso aí, galerinha. O que tem aqui? Tá. Então é isso aí, galerinha. Acabou-se. Agora nós vamos partir para The Witcher 3. No próximo vídeo nós vamos estar começando. E pelo feedback que eu recebi, mano, eu descobri que a Yennefer, ela era tipo a esposa do Geralt antes de tudo isso, sabe? Antes da Triss e tudo mais. A Triss e ela eram melhores amigas, mas ela sempre foi tipo esposa mesmo do Geralt. Por isso que ele tá atrás dela. E eu achei que ele amava a Triss, tá ligado? Porque teve um maior envolvimento entre eles no 1 e depois no 2. Teve um pouquinho também, né? Um lancezinho lá e tal, né? Lá embaixo lá do... Vocês lembram, né? Do bagulho dos elfos lá. Então, assim, eu achei que ele amava a Triss, sabe? Mas não! Ele achou que ele perdeu a Yennefer, que ela tinha morrido. Por isso que ele tava com a Triss, mas daí depois ele descobriu, né? Pelo Leto, que o Leto salvou a Yennefer e salvou o Geralt também, lá em Rivia. E daí, quando o Geralt sumiu, eles cuidaram da Yennefer até que ela seguiu o próprio caminho, e o Leto também. E ambos foram pra Nilfgaard, né? Ela e o Leto. Ela tá lá também. Geralt depois vai encontrar ela. Então, eu vou fazer a próxima gameplay do The Witcher 3, né? E eu vou fazer com a Yennefer, beleza? Vamos fazer com que o Geralt volte para os braços de sua amada, que não é atriz, por incrível que pareça. Fiquei chocado ao saber. Mas então é isso aí, galera. Nos vemos no próximo jogo de The Witcher. E até mais.